go. All right, got it.
Heart beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still. Beauty in all she is. I will be brave. I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath, every hour has come to this. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 One step closer. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000
Who gives this bride in marriage today?
Her mother and I.
Thank you.
Ryan, we give you Jesse's hand in marriage.
Thank you.
Take care of her.
Good evening, family, friends. Welcome to this joyous celebration of love. This occasion not only marks the beginning of Jessica and Brian's marriage commitment together, but it is the commemoration of the love nurtured and shared between these two. Today they embark on a new life together, built on the foundations of trust, compassion, and mutual respect. We are not here to mark the start of a relationship. However, we are here to recognize a bond that already exists. Jessica and Brian have spent the last 6 years together. We come here to bear witness to a bond that has grown between them. Today they will affirm this bond formally and publicly. But this affirmation of love would be empty if they could not share it with their most beloved friends and family members. As Proust said, "Let us be grateful to the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom." Welcome. Jessica and Brian, take a moment to sense the tremendous amount of love emanating here. As you stand here today before God and before those gathered here in your honor and before one another, take note that after you speak your vows today, your lives will never be the same. Marriage, regardless of any preconceived notions that you might have, has the capacity to deepen, challenge, and strengthen you and your relationship in ways you never thought possible. You have built a strong foundation for your relationship based on honesty and respect. You have found joy in one another's company, and you have become better, more fulfilled people because of it. You have been able to stay together through varied challenges of life, family, and your careers because of your shared values, humor, and history, and unconditional love for one another. As long as you maintain these qualities, you will have a long and successful marriage. However, when a relationship matures, it is natural to become complacent. It is important to remember not to take your partner for granted or neglect your relationship. Instead, keep your space in the highest of priorities, but give priority to the tenderness and the gentleness of your journeys together. Jesse and Brian have selected a few readings, and we will now have the first one. George, or
Gravitation cannot be held responsible for falling in love. How on earth can you explain the terms of chemistry and physics, so important a biological phenomenon as first love? Put your hand on a stove for a minute, and it seems like an hour. Sit with that special girl for an hour, and it seems like a minute. That's relativity. Quote by Albert Einstein.
Thank you.
A marriage makes of two fractional lives a whole. It gives two purposeless lives a work and doubles the strength of each to perform it. It gives two questioning natures a reason for living and something to live for. It will give new gladness to the sunshine, a new fragrance to the flowers, a new beauty to the earth, and a new mystery to the life. Mark Twain.
And now we will exchange vows. Jessica and Brian, your vows are your marriage promises to each other, today, tomorrow, and always. Brian?
Jessica, today I take you to be my wife. I join my life with yours. I promise to love and to honor you, to treasure you and respect you, to walk with you side by side in joy and sorrow. I vow to be honest, caring, and truthful, to love you as you are and not as I want you to be, and to grow old by your side as your love and best friend. I give you my hand, my heart, my love from this day forward.
Brian, today I take you to be my husband. I join my life with yours. I promise to love and to honor you, to treasure you and to respect you, to walk with you side by side in joy and sorrow. I vow to be honest, caring, and truthful, to love you as you are, not as I want you to be, and to grow old by your side as your love and your best friend. I give you my hand, my heart, and my love from this day forward.
Now we will exchange rings. The wedding ring's circular shape reflects the unending power of love, a force with no beginning and no end. You should wear these rings proudly and let them remind you each day of your commitment to one another. Jesse, take Brian's hand. Brian, do you take Jessica to live together in the union of marriage, to take her as your best friend and partner in life, to honor, cherish, and love her from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health for all of your days?
I do.
Jessica. Brian? Brian, do you take Jessica? Oh, I'm sorry. Jessica, do you take... Go ahead. Jessica, do you take Brian to live together in the union of marriage, to take him as your best friend and partner in life, to honor, cherish, and love him from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, and all of your days?
I do.
Family and friends, by the power invested in me by the state of Illinois, I pronounce Jessica and Brian, husband and wife. Seal it with a kiss.
Well, you done me and you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks. Now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my bestest, and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Well, open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and damn, you're free. I look into your heart and you'll find love, 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 and love. Listen to the music of the moment, people dance and sing. We're just one big family, and it's our God-forsaken right to be loved, love, 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 loved. So I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm sure there's no need to complicate. Our time is short. This is our fate. I'm yours. Do you, but do you, but do you want to come on? I scooch on over closer, dear, and I will nibble your ear.
And give a big warm welcome to Mr. and Mrs.
I've been spending way too long checking my tongue in the mirror and bending over backwards just to try to see it clearer, but my breath fogged up the glass, and so I drew a new face and I laughed. I guess what I'll be saying is there ain't no better reason to rid yourself of vanities and just go with the seasons. It's what we aim to do. Our name is our virtue, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and damn, you're free. I look into your heart and you'll find that the sky is yours. So please don't, please don't, please don't. There's no need here to complicate, 'cause our time is short. This is our fate. I'm yours.
Let's give a big round of applause to our best man, Peter Kabler.
evening, everyone. I'm looking around and I feel like I've met most of the people here, but for everyone that I haven't met yet, I do want to introduce myself. My name is Peter. Coons and I have been best friends for just about as long as him and Jesse have been together. Over the years, we've had a lot of great memories together. Most of them, including last night, probably involve us drinking a lot more alcohol than we needed. Don't worry though, Coons. I'm not going to tell any of those stories tonight. I think every time you've been really drunk and done something stupid, I've been right there next to you, not making the best life decisions myself. The story I do want to tell tonight is the first time I met Coons. And I'm sure you hate this story by now, so I promise it'll be the last time I tell it. The first time I met Coons, I got invited to a K-Cura kickball game. And as soon as I got there, I was really excited. I was there, my brother, Wink, Coons, Jesse. It looked like we had a bunch of athletes, so I was really excited. Top of the first inning, we all ran out to the field. I ended up at third base. Coons was in left field. And as soon as the first batter for the other team came up, I feel like this is when I really got to know Coons as a person. Because right before the first pitch, I decided to turn around, and Coons was standing in left field, and he was literally straddling the foul line. He had 1 foot in fair territory, 1 foot in foul territory. But I gave him the benefit of the doubt. He looked like an athlete. It looked like he played sports before. Maybe he dropped a contact over there, or just wanted to make sure the line was straight. Not really sure. But then the second batter came up, and Coons was still just standing right on that line. And at that point, me, my brother, a few of us were kind of like flagging him over, like, "Hey, pal, why don't you get into fair territory a little bit? Come on over." But I think we just confused him even more. He had this look on his face like, "You guys want me to do what? I'm playing left field here. There's a line for a reason." Needless to say, I think we ended the first inning. We were down a few runs. The other team decided to kick a few balls to left field in fair territory instead of foul. And I know it's Coons' big day, so I wish I could stand up here and paint him as a hero and say he made up for it offensively, but I think he might have gone 0 for 4, and I'm not sure if he even kicked the ball out of the infield. In all seriousness, though, when Coons asked me to be his best man, I was really excited. Not often do you get to be the best man for such a great guy, but to be an important part to an even better couple. You guys are great for each other. You complement each other so well. From that first day at kickball to all the house parties and all the vacations we took together, you guys always have so much fun together. I'll never forget a couple of years ago in Mexico with Jesse and Mr. Brian from Chicago, the performance you guys put on. And Jesse, I'm so glad I've become such great friends with you as well. We've definitely shared quite a few memories and a few funny moments as well. You look so beautiful up here tonight. Coons, you definitely outkicked your coverage with her. And if you don't know what that means, I'm sure she could explain it to you. But if everyone could raise a glass, I'd like to propose a quick toast. Thank you guys for making me a part of your wedding today. I love both you guys, and I wish you a lifetime of happiness. Congratulations.
Let's give Peter a big round of applause. Now let's keep that round of applause going for our maid of honor, Megan Hutchison.
I'm not like Peter, I have to use notes, so bear with me here. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Megan Hutchison, and actually, as of this weekend, I have known Jesse for a decade, which is incredibly hard to believe. I don't think we're actually that old, but that's definitely a story for another time. As I prepared for today, I spent a lot of time trying to figure out the best way to describe those 10 years. It's a really long time. I thought maybe it was the number of Disney sing-alongs we've had in that period of time. Then I thought maybe it was the total pounds of Taco John's and or Paul Revere's breadsticks that we have consumed in that 10 years. Maybe then it was the number of cans of Keystone or the bottles of wine that we have consumed together. And while it was entertaining to add those things up, none of them just really seemed to do justice to the decade that we have been friends. Jesse has been my roommate, my partner in crime, my shoulder to cry on, and on more than one occasion, even my chaperone. Fun fact about Jessie, she is actually the reason I took my very first tequila shot. It's a fun fact. She is also the reason I no longer take tequila shots, which is an even more fun fact. But all joking aside, Jessie is the kind of friend that everyone needs to have in their life. She is the kind of person who will listen to you vent, no matter how long it takes. She will call you out when you're being crazy. Happens a lot. She will drop everything to be by your side when it matters most. And I have more examples of that than I could possibly begin to share in a speech like this today. She's taken care of me for so long now that I don't think there's any way I can ever repay her for that. So I met Brian for the very first time at a Jimmy Buffett concert in Milwaukee. After about 5 minutes of, the standard get-to-know-you chatting with your friend's boyfriend, Brian very politely leaned over and asked, "Can I add rum chata to your Starbucks?" And in that moment, I knew we'd get along just fine. I'll save the rest of that Jimmy Buffett story for another time, but I did know that day that he was going to be around for a while. In Brian, Jessie has found a fun-loving adventure partner, a loyal friend, and a fellow parrot head. But most importantly, she found someone who would take care of her the way that she had taken care of others for so long. He makes Jessie laugh, he keeps her from taking life too seriously, and my favorite part, he really makes a great French toast, typically with a pound of bacon, which I very much enjoy. But as I stand here today, I really couldn't be happier for my best friend. She has found the love that she deserves in Brian, and I know the best for them is yet to come. So if we could all raise a glass to a lifetime of love and laughter. Congratulations, Jessie and Brian.
Let's give a big round of applause to Father of the Bride, Mr. Roger Davison.
Thank you. I hope everybody's enjoying themselves and so forth. Everybody's been fed. I'll try not to get too carried along. Somebody told me that a Father of the Bride recently did a 25-minute speech. No way. There's a young lady that's sitting next to me, happens to be my bride, and she's got the remote control for the dog collar I'm wearing under my suit. But there's a few things that I did want to say. I've been very fortunate that I have a gentleman named Jeff Green, happens to be my boss. And Jeff always reminds me that we always have to say thank you to our clients, thank you to our customers. And I remind him on occasion that, and you have to say thank you to the people that work for us. But that's basically what I'd like to do. I'd like to say thank you, because a great many of you have made considerable sacrifices to get here tonight. I know a number of the people from the Coon side of the aisle have come from Indiana and Ohio. I know over on our side of things, we've had folks from Kansas City, Minneapolis, some of the folks from Chicago. I have a cousin who came up from outside St. Louis. So there are people here that have made considerable efforts. Thank you so very much. We're very grateful to have you with us, and we hope you enjoy yourself. I think basically Larry and Shirley have given Jesse a fine husband. They have a fine son. We've had Brian around for a while. He's been to our home a number of times, spent some holiday time with us, and we're very happy to welcome him into the family. We're very grateful to have him as part of our clan, just as much as I'm sure Larry and Shirley will be welcoming Jesse into their family also. Forgive me, I did have better notes before. Unfortunately, they are sitting at the Ironworks Hotel, so please bear with me. I'd like to start with a couple of people up here that have made some sacrifices when we talk about traveling. One of them is Steve Martinez. Steve is a very good friend of Brian's, and he happens to work in London and is here with his girlfriend. So, Steve, thanks for making it, buddy. To the outside of Steve is Paul. Paul and his lovely wife Ashley came up here from Terre Haute, and I don't know if they're here so much as to get away from their kids or if they just came for the party. Unfortunately, another gentleman was one of the groomsmen was unable to make it due to a last-minute business engagement. We have two ushers who are here with us tonight. One of them happens to be my son, who is sitting next to me, and his girlfriend Erica. Thanks, guys, for helping, trying to help me through all this. And the gentleman on the end is Mr. Party Life himself, Chris Fife. Every wedding has to have a class clown. He's been the man filling that job. Pete, thank you for doing a good job. You got Brian here. For a change, he's sober. Yeah, sorta, kind of, sorta. Ish. One of the things I did want to say is that on the ladies' side, Jesse has had a couple of roommates from college days. They're really the three musketeers. Her maid of honor, Megan Hutchison, and next to Megan is Jamie Elliott. The three of them have just been the thick as thieves. They are the best of friends. And they're a whole lot of fun to party with, especially when you add in people like Jamie's husband, Adam. If you've seen a young man walking around here with a beard and a kilt, that's him. And if you want a history on Scotch, he's the boy. Next to Jamie are Courtney Wilson and Catherine Rivera. Both of them worked with Jesse and Brian at Keikura Company, where Jesse's been working in Chicago. As a matter of fact, if we want to talk about party starters, Courtney is the one who introduced Brian and Jesse. So think about that. We wouldn't be here for the party if she hadn't been around. And when we're talking about Keikura, that is their employer. We wouldn't be here if Andrew Sieja had not started Keikura some years ago and taken his dream of relativity and brought it to the public. Thank you, sir. And I'm starting to run out. I'm getting off my notes and I'm trying to finish up. As far as some other folks, I'm very grateful that I have a number of friends that are here tonight. Some of them go back to my college days. These guys and I have been thick as thieves forever, and we've been, it's one of those things we've had a mutual shoulder to cry on, and we've all gone through a lot of stuff together, and I'm very grateful that they made the effort. There's a table full of old neighbors, some of whom I've actually gotten in trouble with, right, Eric? Enough said. But I am so grateful that they came here, the Wade family. I'm looking at Cody Wade thinking, oh my heaven, he done growed up. I've got a table full of my golfing buddies over here with my cousin who's probably been getting regaled on my golf exploits. Don't believe any of them. I can't hit a golf ball for squat anymore. Table of some good friends. With my good friend Jeff Green there also. Thank you so very, very much for coming. Also, I want to thank our family table here, our nephew Christopher and his wife Bobby and their 3 daughters. My son Jeff has his girlfriend Erica here. But the lady that makes all this stuff happen is my wife Paula. As I have portended for many years. I married way up, and make no bones about it. She's the heart and soul of our family. I'd probably be an empty shell without her. And so, I know, shut up. Okay, but that brings me back around. What I would like to do is ask everybody to raise a glass for a toast to Jesse and Brian. May you live long, healthy lives. May you have an element of success. And may your love and respect for each other nurture itself and continue to grow forever and ever.
I remember when I first saw you, you were smiling, and I was too. You look beautiful, just like you always do. I was thinking that we could be best friends. I was hoping that this would never end. You were skeptical, but I was confident. 'Cause you were all I ever saw since day one. Oh, you were all I ever saw since day one.
I remember when I thought I was through with the crazy things that love could do. Never thought that I would find somebody like you. Was it how you laughed or that summer rain that made all my fear seem to fade away? In that moment I knew you were here to stay. 'Cause you
Were all I ever saw since day one. Oh, you were all I ever saw since day one. Oh, you were all I ever saw since day one. Oh, you were all I ever saw since day one. Were all I ever saw since day one. Oh, you were all I ever saw since day one. Forever seems like a long time, but nothing seems like a long time when I am with you. I feel like I'm walking on water since the day that I asked your father to let go of his daughter. So give me your blessing, sir. I'll give her all that I've got. It doesn't look like much, but it sure feels like a lot. Let her take my heart and take my hand. Take my heart and take my hand. Take my heart and take my hand again and again. Right where we stand.
So take my heart